this week?
No. We probably won't see Gary.
Because?
Just where we're at with the roster and kind of where everything's at. So.
Trevor Rogers was named MVO today. Would he be your choice?
I think so. I mean, what he's done has been kind of historic in a lot of ways. Then the backstory is just awesome. Just kind of what he went through last year and the circus that surrounded him, the circus of negativity that surrounded him, and to see him kind of fight through it and even going to spring training and get hurt in spring training, be late to the season. He goes to Boston, has a great outing and then gets sent back to the minor leagues. That wasn't a rehab stint. That was a you're not ready to be here yet trip to the minor leagues. So, and then to come out on the other end that he has, it's just a great story.
Have you started the season-end meetings with players yet?
Yeah.
What's the kind of tone and message of those been so far?
They're all individualized. It's positive. We're not beating anybody over the head. I don't think that's what we do. Playing this game is really hard. I think what's important for players is transparency and honesty. I really do feel strongly in this business that if you tell people the truth, you're going to get the best out of them. A real big leaguer, if they know exactly what they need to do, it's the best thing for them. So we're very understanding. This is a really hard game to play. There's good years, there's bad years out of players, and I think we just do the best we can collectively to help kind of guide them towards the direction that they need to go.
You said a couple of days ago there's probably a variety of reasons why for each individual player, hitters rather, they've maybe had down years or down months, toward the end of the season. When you can't go down the whole list, I imagine, of players, but what are some of those reasons that stick out? Be it Gunnar, Colton, Adley's been injured, but things of that nature when you pick out individual key players.
Sure. I think there's a couple things. I think swings get out of whack, right? And I think we see that across the league. There's the kid in San Diego, Jackson Merrill, who probably hasn't had the same year that he had last year, and I don't know why he's struggling, but it's not just our players. There's a lot of young players in the league that in years 2 and 3 and 4, they don't have the same years, but I think swings get out of whack. I think there's pressure amongst younger players, and this is more historic and not just our guys, but when guys are kind of going through those ARB years and chasing free agency, I think there's pressure to put up numbers because it benefits them financially when they do, and I think that becomes a distraction for guys. Again, not just our guys, but I think that's one of the reasons why young players in their first 6 years will have a bad year or two. And I think just like identity, I think players kind of understanding what their identity is as a hitter, and I guess tailoring their game to what the correct identity is as opposed to chasing something that maybe they're not, and understanding that you can be a great player or great hitter in this league in different ways. It's not just one way.
The ABS, it was announced the ABS was coming to baseball. What's your reaction to it?
You know what? I threw a fit when they brought the extra inning rule. Years ago in the minor leagues, I hated it. Now I love it. I thought the 3-batter minimum was terrible. I love it now. I thought changing the shift was going to be bad. I love it. Stolen base, 2 pickoffs. Thought that was awful. It's the greatest thing they've done. So listen, everything that they've done with all these rules, they've actually kind of turned the game back. That they're trying to get the game back to what it used to be probably in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, or maybe not at that point, but prior to the home run ball really kind of taking over the game in a lot of ways. So does this fit into that? I don't know if it does, but my guess is I'm probably going to enjoy it. I think the fans are going to love it. I think entertainment value in our game of baseball isn't a bad thing. This doesn't need to be like the crusty, grungy, bun them over and do the whole deal and, play the game the way it was in the 60s type deal, although I do like that version of the game. But I think it is important in today's day and age for it to be entertaining for the people that buy tickets and the people that ultimately, allow us to be here. So I think it's going to be entertaining. I think there's going to be a lot of strategy involved. I don't think we need to probably challenge the first pitch of the game. I think you're going to figure out players that are good at it and players that are bad at it, and you're going to have to put some rules and regulations in on your own guys with it. It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be good for the game.
Tony, after 2 straight years of really severe early season injuries and a rash of them both years, does that point to maybe a higher level of oversight of the players in the offseason by the club?
I think they do, or I know they do. I mean, there's a lot of work that our medical team and our strength and conditioning team do during the winter to make sure that guys are healthy and ready to help us out spring training into the season. I know it's not the popular answer by any means, but I think we've had some really bad luck. I don't think by any means it's a lack of preparation or a lack of professional ability by our group. They do a great job. I know there's some of the most well-regarded organizations in the game in terms of how they do business. They have bad years with injuries. It's just kind of part of it. So it's not the right answer or what everybody wants to hear, but it's the truth. It's tough. It's a tough one. But they are working hard to figure it out.